Are you tired of dying to SCPs? Do you want to juke every SCP with ease? Then you come to the right place. In this video, we are going to be going over how you should be juking specific SCPs as well as some tips in general in regards to how to do so. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Firstly, as a rule of thumb, you should learn how to utilize the environment around you as effectively as you can. Ledges are key, so make sure to use them, as when you're on higher ground, it makes it significantly harder for the SCPs to be able to kill you. Considering that the movement in this game has absolutely no restrictions, it makes it a lot easier for you to perform erratic movements that the average player wouldn't expect. If you manage to master the ability of using ledges combined with the ability of being unpredictable in your movements, you will quickly realize how effective these two tips can really be. I think it's also worth mentioning the common misconception of running through the SCPs being a good strategy. This is not a good method of getting past SCPs, as this is insanely predictable, which will inevitably lead into a swift demise. Now, unless you're on an effect of 2 or more colas, do not attempt to do this. This is because most players usually respond to this by holding the S key on the keyboard, which has no counterplay except holding the S key. Oh yeah, before I forget, make sure to close doors behind you against literally anything chasing you, as this will give you plenty of time to get away. Unless you have a SCP of 7-9 or alternatively unraged SCPs running 6 after you. Just remember that SCP-173 can only catch up to you if it has breakneck speeds enabled, but then again, it has a 40-second cooldown, which you can very easily counter if you play your cards right. Now, with that out of the way, we're going to be moving on to the SCP specific tips. First up, we have SCP-173. It can teleport up to 8 meters every 3 seconds, which
Matthew, I'm meant to know the exact distance of 8 meters in game.
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's actually really simple. Just position your crosshair over SCP-173 when he's chasing you. If you can't see his name tag, then he's unable to kill you. Now, one thing that will never cross your mind is to not look at SCP-173, as it seems like a stupid idea. Well, as a matter of fact, crossing doors on it actually makes it unable to catch up to you without using breakneck speeds, which you can easily disable just by taking a quick glance at it. If you feel like it's getting closer and closer with each door closed, then take a quick glance at it to stop its speed. And if it gets too close, you can keep on looking at it until you're in position to be able to close doors again. SCP-173 is very likely to teleport behind you if it's using its ability. Now make sure to do a quick 180 turn if it's using the ability. If you look at it for about 2 seconds and close the door on it, whatever you do not stay in the middle of the room. SCP-173 is very likely to teleport in the middle of the room as soon as it starts opening the door. Next up, we have the Doctor. There's really not much to say about this guy. The most you could do is follow the general tips as previously mentioned, and to look into finding adrenaline or some SCP-500 if you hear him roaming around. As in the case of you getting touched by him, using this ability on the effect of cardiac arrest will immediately stop it, and you'll live to see another day. If you hear the sound, that means you're the SCP-009 target, and he's now speeding towards your location at your sprint speed. However, it doesn't really make a difference, as you're still going to be using the same methods to juke him as if he was at the regular speed. Now let's talk about his goons. The damn zombies. Just make sure to keep your distance, and if possible, try memorizing the cooldown and move accordingly. Moving on, we have SCP-106. This guy is a tricky one, as he's very unpredictable. He can be in front of you, to your left, to your right, or just behind you. Just follow the general rules, and you should be fine. Additionally, you have to listen closely for sound cues such as the emerging sound. Make sure not to confuse it with the If you suddenly stop hearing his footsteps behind you, then rotate direction, as he might have teleported in front of you. However, make sure to proceed with caution, as a smart player could just be faking to teleport and waiting for you behind the door. It is also worth noting that if you just so happen to get captured by SCP-106 and escape his pocket dimension, you will be given the effect Traumatized, which would allow 106 to instantly kill you if he were to find you and hit you again. However, if you happen to come across some SCP-500, use it, as this will remove the effect and give you a second chance in the pocket dimension in the event of getting caught again. Now, we have the Shy Guy. Literally just look down. That's it. You look at him? Oh, jolly. Now, unless the player has the IQ of a brick, you're done for. However, you could potentially live if you have an elevator nearby, or if a lot of other people look at them too, in which case, try going the opposite direction of the majority of the crowd, as Shy Guy will likely go after say 6 people over 3. Alternatively, you could run into an elevator, wait for him to come in, and immediately call the elevator and out, which will save you a lot of time. However, I will not recommend this as it is not optimal at all, and personally, I'd only use it if Shy Guy was right behind you, as you'll probably catch him off guard. Make sure not to look towards the general direction, as he could charge into you, which will make the game think that you look at him. Disclaimer: in the event of a Shy Guy plus Peanut combo, make sure to look at Peanut's feet while keeping your camera low enough to not look at Shy Guy's face. Now, we have SCP-99. A launch ability deals 120 damage, so with adrenaline or blue candy, you can tank it and run faster. Jump to the corners of the doors as you open them if you know that 99 is nearby to avoid getting clobbered. Listen to her growling if you suspect that she may be lurking behind the door, waiting for her next victim. You can once again follow the general tips against 99, preferably with an heavy armor, so you'd be able to take an extra hit. If you gained enough distance from her, you can start crouching the opposite direction of where you were going, which will leave her clueless as they go towards where they believe you went, usually going to the wrong direction. Also, I do want to mention that throwing items on the ground, such as keycards and guns, will make SCP-99 see the ripple of where said item was thrown on the floor, which you can use to your advantage. Lastly, we have SCP-079. Oh, wait, we can't juke it? Shucks. Close your finger, boys. Maybe he won't spawn this round. Wait, he did? Oh well, guess I'll die. All in all, the conclusion is simply removing SCP-079 from the game. Thank you all for watching. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel if you want to see more content like this. And maybe join my Discord server and share it with other friends who may be interested in seeing content like this. I'll see you all next time. Bye!